let's get into her. So apparently we have tea on, I think we all pretty much figured that this was going to happen. We weren't necessarily 110% sure, but now we are. So apparently they're saying that, you know what, the biopic is back on. Madonna is set to start shooting the biopic. She's going to direct it. I think in the information when I read it, they're gonna let us know, who is the official writer of the script. Because I remember at one point Diablo Cody was a part of it. Then they went their separate ways, and Diablo was like, "Well, it was amicable, whatever the case was." And Madonna is going to direct the film. I don't know why, probably because she wanted that damn Oscar, and she wanted to get one for the music. Maybe if she did release a song, that she probably could get the best original song Oscar. I know she fucked it up with Masterpiece, that she wasn't able to get the Oscar. It wasn't able to be contended for the Oscar best original song thing. But I guess maybe she wants like a prestigious one for like best picture or whatever the case is. If the movie's good, then yes. But as much as I love Madonna, I know she's a control freak. I don't know if I'm entirely sold on her directing a movie about her life. Now, I'm glad she's alive and she's going to tell her own story, but I'm still a little on the fence about her, directing. So anyway, according to Daily Mail, it says Madonna is reportedly set to begin filming for her biopic starring Julia Garner in the next 12 months after the project was scrapped. Scrapped? I think they meant scrapped, but they said scraped. Anyway, if the Daily Mail is British, maybe that's how they spell it. So it says the Queen of Pop, who's 65, spent years percolating the movie, which was first announced in 2020. I just wanted to say it like Barbara Walters, but put plans on hold after announcing her massive celebration tour, which was a huge success. So congratulations to her. Now, according, this is award-winning actress Julia, who's 30, was first attached to the project in 2022 after undergoing a grueling 11-hour audition process. Madonna wrapped up her mammoth run of shows in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil last month and is now set to be focusing on fulfilling her dream of getting the biopic made. Now, source told The Sun that Julia is still her lead actress and they have remained in touch for the past year, talking through ideas. They are committed to creating some magic. Now, it also goes on to say that a range of secret meets are being organized with Universal Pictures to get the project nailed down, saying there is a lot of work with locking down the rest of the cast, arranging shoots, and completing the script, but the hope is that they can start filming in the next 12 months. The source added that Madonna has felt films such as Freddie Mercury's Bohemian Rhapsody and Elton John's Rocket Man paved the way for her film, but she wanted to ensure hers was more unique and dramatic. Now, Mail Online has contacted Madonna's reps for comment. Of course, they ain't said nothing. So they said in 2020, when the biopic was first announced, the singer said in a statement, "I want to convey the incredible journey that life has taken me on as an artist, a musician, a dancer, a lawyer, and a manager, an agent, and a chef." She didn't say all that, but it's a human being trying to make her way in this world. The focus of the film will always be music. Music has kept me going, and art has kept me alive. There are so many untold and inspiring stories and who better to tell it than me? It's essential to share the roller coaster ride of my life with my voice and vision. And it says that Universal Pictures announced a decision to shelve the film in January 2023 after the Queen of Pop revealed that she would be embarking on a 40th anniversary world tour. At the time, the U.S. Sun reported that it was put on pause, because that seems to be the ongoing word now that Bravo coined that term, due in part to her insistence on having near total control of the process on top of her bizarre circus antics on social media. So I do wonder if she is back on with Universal Studios, does that mean that there was some sort of compromise? Because they're saying that she wants to have total control over the film. And I don't want people trying to throw out, oh, well, they're doing that because she's a woman. It's like, no, I feel like that artists should have control over their story and it being told and stuff. But Madonna is notorious for being way too controlling in a lot of stuff that she does, to the point where it becomes off-putting. Like most recently, what was it? Diplo went through a little shady situation over in Madonna's direction, was like, I'm paraphrasing, but when he was a DJ at WeHo Pride, because he was DJing Kylie's performance where Orville Peck fine ass came on stage and they did their song, whatever. He said something or another that, you know what, he likes the fact that Kylie gave him a little more leeway in regards of, whatever ideas of production. And I'm like, that's perfectly okay. It's like, Madonna, we get it. Like, you are very much hands-on when it comes to your stuff, but you have to be open to different ideas and other people who know what they're doing. And yes, she has directed things in the past. That movie WE, which I always call whatever, and she's done other stuff too, but I feel like a lot of those films that she directed, those little art projects, whatever, nobody cared. I don't know anybody that's seen them except maybe the hardcore Madonna fans. We always clowned her about her acting, that she's not that good at it. And we understand everybody's got their strengths and their weaknesses. Madonna's always been, dominating when it comes to the music and how she has impacted so many people. Same thing with Beyonce. Beyonce is an amazing performer. She's an icon and legend in her own right, but the girl can't act her way out of a paper bag. Now, in regards to this whole thing, I was like, yes, I'm here for the documentary. I'm here for the movie. I definitely want to see what she's going to bring to it. I wonder if also after doing this celebration tour, if she was inspired, if the celebration tour and the way they put it together, like, if you saw the concert, you went, or even if you saw it on YouTube or wherever, if you've seen it in general, the way that she told her life story through her songs, I wonder if they're going to take that approach from the tour and incorporate that into the film, because I feel like that would be cool. But please do not turn it into those films you mentioned. Bohemian Rhapsody, hated that fucking movie because I felt like they queer washed Freddie Mercury. Did not like the movie at all, because I'm like, y'all made it seem like he was eating pussy the whole damn movie, that he was more or less into women, and then the gays, he would engage in homosexual sex every now and again, but he was a straight man. It was like, no, Freddie Mercury was a full-on queen, but y'all want to go up in here literally and figuratively. So I just didn't buy into that movie. And then the Elton John, the fantasy sequences and all the stuff, and Tanner Edgerton is cute, but it was like, I remember at one point, wasn't they talking about that Justin Timberlake was going to play Elton John? Because I remember he played him in one of his music videos. And I would have been like, Justin Timberlake would have been perfect to play him. But I like that they went with Taron Egerton. And that movie was slightly better than Bohemian Rhapsody. I like the whole fantasy elements and all the stuff they brought in it. But for the most part, I despise Bohemian Rhapsody, and I get it. It made a shit ton of money, and that was why, because y'all queer washed the movie to the point where y'all made, a worldwide release or whatever. It made its money and it did what it did, but y'all really just try to omit a lot of the gay stuff from Freddie Mercury's life, which is why I did not like the film. Like, if you're going to tell a story about your lead singer and he was a big old homosexual, I'm not saying that you got to be showing him eating ass throughout the whole damn movie, which, funnily enough, I thought Sacha Baron Cohen, I did like his approach. He was like, yeah, we want to gay up the feminism, but Hollywood being Hollywood, y'all worrying about them shareholders and all the other stuff. So that's why the movie was what it was, and it won its Oscars. But I still feel like the movie was a piece of shit. So y'all watered it down and you got your Oscars, but great. But as far as this thing, I'm so glad that Julia Garner is a part of it. They said she's been secretly rehearsing and doing a lot of, like, embodying Madonna and all the stuff. So they kept in touch, and she's been doing her rehearsals, all the stuff. But Julia has been acting in other things as well. But she's still on par to playing Madonna, and I think she's perfect for the role. I also heard that she's looking to Ryan Reynolds for a part. Some people thought that he was going to play Sean Penn. They were talking about, oh, he's a little too old to play Sean Penn. First of all, Sean Penn always kind of had a face that made him look older than he actually was. Except back in the day when he was in one of my favorite movies, Bad Boys, with Esai Morales. I love that damn movie. But Sean Penn always kind of had like this face that made him look older. Some people say that they think he's going to play Sean Penn. Some people think that he's going to play her father. I was like, that would be cute or whatever if they had Ryan Reynolds play her father. But we'll see how that works, because she is good friends with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, and she let Ryan Reynolds use Like a Prayer in the trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine. So I say all this to say, I'm glad the biopic is back on. I'm also hoping that she's working on new music. We have seen her in and out of the studio lately, so I don't think she's working on music for the biopic. The biopic ain't coming out until or she ain't gonna start working on it until 2025. I feel at this point she could record a new album, release it in the fall, throw out a couple of music videos, make a couple of little one-off appearances and perform the songs live. She doesn't need to tour. You don't need to tour right now. Everybody don't need a tour whenever they come out with a record. That's another thing that people need to stop because she don't need no more money. She got enough. She almost a billionaire. And she might be a billionaire because they said she's worth $800 million. But I do feel like she probably is a billionaire and they just ain't counting a bunch of other stuff. But I say all this to say, release a new album in the fall, then you can disappear and work on your movie for us to get it in 2026. So I'm hoping that they work everything out. They're, and tighten up the script, get your full cast together on who you want to play what, because we don't know how many, what the stages are in her career that she's going to be talking about or addressing, and the cast and all this stuff. So in the next 12 months, because they said they're going to start shooting it next year. So I'm thinking if they said 12 months, it's like what, next June? And sometime in the late spring, early summer, they're going to start filming. So once that get that ball rolling or whatever, I'll be keeping abreast. I'll be looking, paying attention to all the latest news that's coming out about this story, and I will keep you all updated. So are you all excited that the biopic is back on? And I'm glad at least Madonna is alive to be able to tell her own story. I just hope that she don't tell it in a way that is just going to be one-sided and not really give us everything, that you can exercise your ego to the point where you show the good, the bad, and the indifferent of your life, and that it'll be a good damn movie and not just some vanity hot ass mess. Similar to what Jennifer Lopez was trying to sell us with that "This Is Me Now" thing, because that shit backfired on her, where she was trying to be relatable and trying to tell her side of the story, and people wasn't buying into it. So we don't need the people trying to rip apart the queen because she's got these rose-colored glasses on in regards to telling her story. So I'm sure she's going to have a good team around her that's going to, hopefully that'll reel it in and really get the story where it needs to go. But I said to say, let me know what you guys think of this story down below.